waves of technical and artistic changes sweeping over the industry and games getting better and bigger, the video game industry began to anchor itself within the public consciousness. Many starting to argue that games are as much an art form as anything.
The trouble is with art is it's a subjective term. You know, one person's art is another person's rubbish, and this is where you come back to the semantics of the word art, which is problematic. Whether that is a film, or whether that is a book, or whether that is a painting, or whether that is a computer game, it elicits a response. It makes you think about the world or look at the world in a slightly different way.
I've always believed that games are absolutely an art form. You know, as Phil Fish said, it's the culmination of every form of art and expression that mankind has ever had goes into a game.
You look at the staff that builds a video game, you have a music composer, you have a writer, you have an artist who does sketch work, you have a technical artist, you have level designers who create spaces, much like architects. It really is kind of the Avengers of talent when you really think about it.
Nowhere is it more obvious than in video games. You have these artists creating these beautiful three-dimensional worlds, and the technology allowing players to come into those worlds and have them be as real as possible is the ultimate example of art and science working together.
The best description of art I ever heard from a professor of mine when I was going for my MFA was that art is somebody who's put together something that deliberately provokes a response in an audience. The consumer actually is a participant in the art. It's almost like being part of a great art experiment, about a living art experiment.
Yeah, there's a lot of like basic logistics, like you push X and this happens, or you push up and that happens. But if that's all games were, we wouldn't be playing them anymore. You know, we would have lost interest a long, long time ago.
Surprisingly, modern game technology is still based on the same fundamental concept of early game tech, combining new layers of science and art to reach higher levels of innovation and expression.